Good evening, welcome to yet another edition of Sports Report. In tonight's programme we have reports on rowing, swimming, cricket and five-a-side football. We'll also have news on football itself, the GFA meeting, badminton and our results package, which looks mainly at events coming up within the next week or so.
But we start with rowing, and the season came to an end yesterday with the visit to Gibraltar of crews from 3 Spanish clubs from Seville to compete against the Calpe and Mediterranean rowing clubs. Med made quite a comeback in the junior races, whereas Calpe found themselves outclassed by a crew that finished 9th in the World Championships in Milan this year. This is the first of the 3 scheduled regattas on Saturday morning. A late start, in fact all the regattas are late due to the late arrival of the Spanish teams from Seville, and the conditions in the harbour, as you can see, pretty poor. A strong easterly wind prevailing, making it rather gusty and rather difficult to row. But 4 teams participating, Med in Tempest, Calpe in Coquette, and 2 teams, one from Club Náutico Sevilla and one from San Juan. But first to show in the final meters, it's Tempest and Med with Charles Linares as stroke, Cathal Yates, Jason Duarte and Tyron Duarte with Joey Alves as cox, and what a great race for this young Med crew. In fact, they were by no means the favourites, Calpe having dominated the local scene so far this season, but Med came good on the day and they were well worth their wins. A good clear victory there ahead of the Calpe crew. Mark Francis, John Bow, Michael Borge and Kenneth Bula with Adrian Holmes as cox, with Club Náutico Sevilla in 3rd place and San Juan in 4th. Med's winning time 9 minutes 14 seconds to Calpe's 9 minutes 16 seconds. Club Náutico they were 9:18 and San Juan they clocked 9 minutes 25 seconds. There the victorious Med crew raising their arms in victory, and really a very satisfying win for them. They haven't enjoyed the best of seasons, as I was saying, down at the Med Club, but it's good to finish on this note because it'll encourage their oarsmen to greater efforts next season to try and break Calpe's dominance of this year and make it a much more competitive season for next year. But there we have the Calpe crew going round to change just one member of their 4. That's Julio Lopez coming in at number 2 for Michael Borge and rowing again in the under-18 event, which you're seeing at the moment, against Med in foam, Club Náutico and Labradores. So you can see the weather still causing problems for the oarsmen. But first to show was the Med boat yet again, and this time aboard foam it was Orlando Viñas as stroke, Wayne Barton as number 3, Adrian Gracia and John Brancato with Albert Brugada as cox. They rowed a very intelligent race and came into the extension jetty with 2 or 3 lengths lead, but the fight for second place was certainly very disputed. It was Calpe and Club Náutico very close to each other, with Calpe pulling away strongly in the final meters to come in second. But the Med crew never in any danger of losing the race. Rounding off second, very good performance. There you can see now, widest of all, the Calpe crew coming in second, and that fight for 3rd place between Club Náutico and Labradores. But Med finishing strongly in exactly 9 minutes, and that's a good 10 seconds clear of the under-18 Calpe crew. They're still to come into the picture. Now just coming in to complete their race in 9 minutes 10 seconds. A further 5 seconds ahead of Club Náutico, who clocked 9:15, and Labradores 9:18. So 2 very good victories for the Med Rowing Club, working wonders for our morale and setting the scene for the principal regatta of the day, which was that confrontation between simply Calpe and Club Náutico Sevilla, and possibly the strongest crew that we've ever seen row in Gibraltar. Med Rowing Club, they opted to send nobody to this regatta. They'd nobody available to row, and it was Calpe's top crew of Edmund Bensalon, Charlie Russo, Leslie Grech and Freddie Pito, with Mark Walker as cox, that took on the crew from Club Náutico that was in fact half of the Spanish lightweight 8 that were 9th in the World Championships in Milan this year. These 4, they also won gold medals at Montreal in 1985, so their pedigree was certainly unquestionable, and their class showed as they outclassed the Calpe crew completely. They won very comfortably indeed, despite their cocks taking them on something of a tour of the bay. But the winning crew, Fernando Molina at stroke, José de Marco at 3, Luis Moreno as number 2, Alberto Molina as 1, and really they were under no pressure at all from Calpe. Their experience manifest for all to see, and they won most comfortably by about 5 lengths in a time of 8 minutes 16 seconds. And that's an excellent time. Calpe's time by local standards wasn't bad either, 8:35, but yet such was the quality of this crew that they were nowhere. A comfortable finish. Not quite sure where the line was, but they take the buzzer to finish in 8 minutes 16 seconds. And as the camera widens the shot, we just see the Calpe boat coming into the picture to finish in 8 minutes 35 seconds. So all in all, a fitting end to the local rowing season for this year, with Med new hopes for next season, and the Calpe crew having measured themselves against top-class opposition.